New Spring Next Steps family, PT, Next Steps director here in Greenville. It's crazy when you think about it, but a year ago, we set out on this journey with this idea, this vision of seeing every person connected. We even had a little keychain that would go with it because we remember the two things that we wanted every person connected to. We wanted every person connected to the Bible, and we wanted every person connected to each other. And there was a reason why those two things specifically were so important to the world of Next Steps. First of all, every person connected to the Bible, because we know what our next step is when we hear God's voice. That's how he tells us what our next step is, and we largely hear God's voice when we read the Bible. God's word is God's voice. So we set out and said, hey, we want every person connected to the Bible, but we said we also want every person connected to each other. And there were a lot of reasons for why biblical community was so important, but we talked about 1 Peter 5:18 that says that we have an enemy, the devil, roaming around like a roaring lion, looking for somebody to devour. And a lion, as a predator, isn't going to go up to a group, a flock, a dazzle of zebras. Remember, we talked about dazzle of zebras, and try to pick up the zebra in the middle of the dazzle, but rather a predator would go after the one that's kind of off in isolation, and how being connected to each other is vital for the growth and health and safety of our flock. We said that's what we want for every person in Greenville, every person connected. But we said it's not just what we wanted for every guest in Greenville. We said it's what we wanted for you as volunteers. We want you connected to the Bible and to each other. We even used this little crazy energy stick thing just to talk about how there's so much more power when we are connected to the Bible and to each other. And when we break that connection, then we're not as effective. And so I just wanted to, a year later, just ask, how's your connection? How are you doing in being connected to the Bible and to each other so that you're growing and taking next steps and that you have that community rallying, supporting around you? Hey, this year, we're going to be known more as the church that cares for people. And so just know that as one of your pastors, what I want for you out of this, a next step for you is just, if there's something that you need help in, if there's a next step that you need to take that maybe you're struggling with, it has to do with being connected to the Bible or to each other. If there's something that you need prayer for or encouragement in, your next step is to reach out to one of the staff and just let us know what we can do to serve you, because there are more people to reach here in Greenville to get them connected to the Bible and to each other. But we don't want to overlook the people that we need to reach when we have people right in front of us. We want to be sure that you're connected and growing and taking next steps as well. Thank you for being on this journey. Some of you will know very well, you'll remember very clearly us having this meeting last year. Others of you are kind of new to the team. Just know that we are moving ahead, moving forward in getting every person connected to the Bible and to each other, because that's why next steps exist. There's more to come. There's more to come, and it's going to be incredible things. Can't wait to share that with you soon.